Let me see what it look like. Waited for old Mac. I'm here. Touch the back. Just touch the back of the screen, honey. Just touch the screen. Just touch it. Do you see a picture?
Yeah, it says live.
Can you seeing me?
Yeah.
Can you see the bike?
Yeah, I can see the bike.
Okay, now, here we go. Here we go. All right, we're gonna touch the back. Just touch the back of the screen, honey. Just touch the screen. Just touch it. You see a picture?
Yeah, it says live.
You seeing me?
Yeah.
Can you see the bike? Let me see if I can pause the audio here. Now, here we go. How do we stop the audio? All right, we're gonna see. It's everybody is gonna hear double feed. See, it's repeating itself over and over and over. Let me see if I can pause. I don't know how to stop the audio. There's no. God damn. Ain't no way I can stop the damn freaking audio. See, it's repeating itself over and over and over. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can pause. I don't know how to stop the audio. Oh, hell no. No. Ain't no way I can stop the damn freaking audio. Oh, sorry. Okay. Ain't no. Oh, what garbage. What garbage. There's no stopping it. You cannot stop the audio. There's not a speaker icon. Oh, no stopping. This is a test, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to point here. Now it's way behind. There's no stopping it. You cannot stop the audio. No, it's not a speaker icon. No, hell no. Nope. There's no. Hell yeah. This is a test, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to point here. Now it's way behind. Ain't no way you can. There's no way you can mute this son of a bitch. No, it's not a speaker. What a sorry piece of crap this is. Well, this is goddamn crazy. Who the hell would make somebody, which programmer would program a piece of crap that you can't stop the audio? What a sorry piece of crap this is. Listen to that. Oh, yeah. This is goddamn crazy. Who the hell would make somebody, which programmer would program a piece of crap that you can't stop the audio? What sort of garbage? Look at that. Yeah. That's goddamn crazy. The picture's still running?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, I have no way of knowing if anybody. I can't go on here to check it because you can't cut the friggin' audio off. Oh, I tell you what we can do right here. Let's go back over here. Let's go back over here and view your stream. Let's do it this way right here. Okay. Okay, we got rid of that lousy ass garbage piece of audio there. And let me see, let me point my finger at the screen, see how many seconds delay there are. It's a long delay. Chalkboard, now you're hearing me good now, right? 2-4. Is it now the audio starting to improve? You're hearing me in the camera. There's just way too many things for an old guy to have to try to figure out. Let me pull this on up here. See, I can see myself on the screen, but there's a long delay. let me ask just Sick here. Sick, is my audio, is it clear? I know the picture is clear. I'm sitting out in the sunshine. But is my audio, is it good? You're good. Okay, 2-4 said I'm good. All right. Okay. You can bring your little puppy out on a leash.
Mm.
He's right there at the door.
Yeah. I think he's wanting nap time. It's
Okay.
past his nap. It's past his
Well,
nap.
you go do your thing, and I'll stay here and keep.
I'll keep
2-4
I'll keep
Sick.
care of at bay.
Motor Bomb. Oh. Oh, thank you very much. Let's just pick it up off the GoPro camera there. I thought while it was sunny, I'd get out here and maybe if I'd sit square away, I wouldn't look so damn awful. Did I see Dave's channel on here? Oh, hey, Dave. We're out on the back porch. As you can see right here. It's live. I wonder how long. There's quite a long delay between what I'm doing and what it's showing here. Look at me wiping my nose. That's a 5-second delay. I don't know how come I'm running at I'm transmitting at 5 gigahertz. Now just now showing there's at least 5 or 6 second delay from the time I speak until it gets to my phone. But you got to keep in mind now, my phone is coming in on AT&T, and that's the reason it's such a delay. If I switch it over to pick it up off the T-Mobile, it should be right on. I'm going to continue doing this. I'll continue talking here, and I will go into my settings, and I will change the settings where I can put it over there on the T-Mobile. That is, if I can figure out how to do it. Yep. Okay, let me get the settings here. I'm almost there. Once I get the settings, I will switch it over to connection. And I want to connect Wi-Fi. Yeah, I'm running Wi-Fi. I wonder, should I put it over to Wi-Fi calling? It's on Bluetooth. Let me see. Because I want this thing to be, I want to see what I'm doing on the best I can give it a shot there. Looks like we're on Wi-Fi. Anyhow, here we are out in the backyard. You might be able to hear the birds singing. I don't know how well this camera will pick up the audio at a distance, but we're just look at my rosy cheeks out here in the sunshine, man. Let me get the camera in a little bit closer, because I got nothing but belly there, man. Ain't nothing but belly showing. I'm all belly, man. Can you hear the birds? They were feeding here a while ago. Oh, there's a big, beautiful eagle right above my neighbor's house over there. He's so, oh, look at that. Oh, he just come from the woods over here, from that ridge. Oh, look, oh my God, he just turned a flip in the air. He was flying along, and he just rolled over. He's trying to catch something in the air. Yeah, too long of a delay. So I'll quit worrying about the delay and just keep transmitting as long as my transmitter will work. Well, you can see old Miss Piggy back there. She's a happy She's happy as pig in mud out, be out there sitting in the backyard. We're going to go for a ride, I think at 4 o'clock. That ain't too long from now. It's 3:17. Yeah, I think at 4, I'll run this to 4 o'clock, and I know, say, it gets a little bit closer to 4. Oh, hell, I see the wheel going around. I don't know. Maybe it's already went off the air. It's just hard to say. You know, you plan, you get your mind is running 100 miles per hour, and you think about what could I do to be entertaining, and then you forget about there's a weak link in this whole system. I can think of it, and I've got the equipment to do it, except I don't have no internet. The Wi-Fi is down. It's still running. I still see me on the screen, so it only paused for a second. And I want to thank each and every one of you showed up. Let me see if I can get the messages on here. Oh well, can't get the messages. I wanted to see what people were saying. I had it there, but then I had the friggin' audio. See, I can't make two things work at the same time. I can either have video or audio, but I can't have audio and video because, see, I live in Alabama when you have to get a special permit. I don't have that permit. Let me see, how can I do that? God damn, what? Anyhow, the day has been going along. Let me tell you what my day's been like. Okay, so as y'all know, I'm a diabetic, and I take a medicine called Farxiga. Well, I had Angelique to call to see if we can get the prescription filled this afternoon because I'm out. I got 1 day supply left. And it's the renewal time. My 90 days is up. So I called, or she called, and she come in there and told me, well, I was on the air this morning when she come in and told me, but you couldn't hear it. But she said, yes, I can fill my prescription of Farxiga, but it's went up to $398 for 30 days, my share. That's 30 days, that's 30 little tablets, $398. And if I want to get 90 days, it's like $900, you know. I go, what? Because it was being filled for $150. So I call my insurance. I pay over $300 a month for insurance. Plus my Medicare, I worked all my life to pay for Medicare. And they take out of Medicare, they take $175 each month, their share, out of my Social Security check to pay for Medicare. So I call the insurance, United Healthcare, and they tell me that what has happened, the reason we got it for $150 versus $398 is the other administration had a diabetic cut on diabetic medicine, on insulin and these drugs like Farxiga. And that was an executive order was signed and eliminated on January the 20th. And so now they're starting me over new, like I didn't pay my last year's. I didn't pay my co-payment, and they said for me to start it up again I have to pay the $398. And I said, how about my $300 I already paid you? And they go, well, that's just for your insurance. This is, anyhow. There's a little guy in India was trying to help me. You know, those little guys in India, they're always trying to help you, you know, and the little guy in India said, I'm going to make your life very, very, very good. I go, okay, good. and he tried his best to make my life really, really good. But here's the sad part about it. I went in to my account, and I went into my account on United Healthcare, and I'll show you this. I'm going to get down here to where you can see this right here. I got a text message. God, where is it at? Anyway, I got a text message from them, from United Healthcare. And it showed that I was paid up. That I didn't owe any. That I didn't owe any. No, I didn't owe any. If y'all can read this, I'm gonna hold it up here. I don't know if you're gonna be able to read this, but I can't tell if it's being read or whatever. It basically is telling me that I'm paid up and my amount owed was $0. But however, Walgreens said, hell no, you're going to chump up $398, mister, or you ain't going to get your medicine. I go, but they said I'm paid up. That's okay. This little something I have to bitch about here on a Wednesday afternoon. It is a little discerning. You know, you see things on the TV and everything, and you go, that's them other people when they're talking about executive orders affecting people on their way of life. That's them other people, not me. Hell, I paid my way. I worked and I got my retirement and paid into all the plans, and so I'm thinking they're talking about the people that don't contribute anything. That's them other people. Well, the sad truth is that it turned out it was old Mac. With a new executive order signed, I have to now start my plan and do it all over again because they cancel off that other administration. He had this help the diabetic thing, get you insulin for $30, and I could get my Farxiga for $150, not $900. $141 actually, the cost for the 90 days after I paid my insurance and with the discount. But that discount already gone away. It ain't like it's going to go away, or it might go away, or it could possibly go away. It's gone. It is gone. What can we say, right? We can't say nothing. You just take whatever comes up. That's what you get. You get what you get. And it was a disheartening day, to say the least. And let me see if I can read the comments here. I may have already went off the air. And it won't let me do that. Yeah, honey?
Just check it on you.
Streaming live. Maybe it's already went off the air. I don't know. It won't let me go. Honey, see if you go to on your phone, go to, I can't do it on my page because I'm running. Let me go back over here. Get your phone and go to my page and let me know if I'm still operating. I need to see the messages. I don't know what they're saying over here, and I had it all set up. However, when I did that, I had all the feedback because I had the friggin' audio that I couldn't turn off. I forgot about you got an audio control on the side of the camera. Hey, I'm an old guy. I'm an old guy. Yeah, buddy. Okay, now I'm back. I'm seeing comments. Let me see. Dave Channel, I'm sorry I whined. Oh, look at you. See, I'm sorry, buddy. When I was telling that, I was saddened to have to convey that about how effectively this thing has already went into effect, and it's already hit old Mac in his wallet. Old Mac now is, he's one of them poor people. Yeah. Um, I only thought they was talking about poor people. I didn't think they was talking about us, me and you sick.
You still alive?
Huh?
You still alive?
I'm still alive. I finally got it back on my
Okay,
phone.
You got 6 people watching you.
Oh, buddy, I'm gonna tell you. Oh no, man, this is my country. I'm gonna do everything in my power to stay alive and function and have a good time in life. And I ain't gonna. I'm not gonna worry about a whole lot. I just wanted to share what my little frustrating day was like. Now, a lot of you young people ain't even going to understand this idea of why it's so concerning. What that does would put this back into every month. $398 would be deducted from I would have to pay it on my wallet, not deducted from Social Security. They already took their share. They got $175 a month for Medicare out of my Social Security, and then my insurance I pay on top of that. So, and then they wanted me to. You know what I told that son? You know what I told that people? I said, "You're talking to somebody a little bit different than some of these other people. I'm almost 85 years of age, and I don't have nothing to live for. I will not, before I'd ever spend one friggin' dollar on any pharmaceutical company, I will take metformin. Sure, you're going to shit a lot. You might shit your britches before the day's over. You might even shit your britches while riding your Harley. That's what metformin does to you. But it's like $4 a month. it's $4 a month. Problem is, I'm stage 4 kidney failure, and Farxiga I was taking because it's supposed to help keep me alive. But I'll take that goddamn friggin' metformin. I'll ship myself all the way across the country before I'll pay $398 a month, plus my insurance and plus my Medicare for their friggin' medicine. They're going to get rich, but it ain't going to be off me. South Oz, buddy, I'm just on a rant and tear today. I just had my insurance. I just been online for the last 3 hours on the insurance. Got me all fired up. Man, I tell you, there has never been a day any better than this day right here. I mean, it is so beautiful and sunny. And look at Miss Piggy sitting back here. I don't know if you can see her. Let me ease Miss Piggy around over here. Let me see what that'll do for me. So I won't Miss Piggy. Yeah, yeah, that was my play money, man. Let me see, I'm moving that. Yeah, I think you'll. It just kind of irritates. Oh, listen to this. Look at this. I worked hard all my life to have what I got. And we live a frugal lifestyle. We put our pleasure and fun ahead of everything else. But how about the Section 8 people in this world that didn't get quite the start that I did? They didn't get to go to military school. They didn't get to have a character building army session. You know, they maybe for one reason or another couldn't serve their country. And maybe they just drew the short straw and had all the bad luck, not the good luck that old Max had. And they are millions of people that is in that category. Sure, there's low-life people out there you're going to find in any society, but my God almighty. So you do your retiring, you plan your stuff out, and then things begin to change over the years. See, I retired in 1995. I was retired before some of you people were born. I ain't kidding you. Though, can you imagine the hardship or whatever it must be is going to be for those people? And I know that people say, well, why do you concern yourself about them? Well, that's what we all do here. We all concern ourselves about our brothers and sisters in this world, whether you're in Australia or Thailand or Turkey and all over North America, Canada, all the way down to the tip of Mexico. This is one big world we live in. And the most vulnerable people are those that didn't get the good start in life. They had already dealt several blows before they was born. They was born without love. They was born with a family that had no future. But they came into this world, and they didn't get the retirement like I did. And they are facing the reality of maybe dying because they can't afford the drugs. They can't afford their own medicine. And they go, oh, I know, but people bring that stuff on themselves. That's true. Some people do bring things on themselves, but the sad part about it, there's a lot of people that just fell through the cracks. I ain't whining, telling a sad story, but I think we can do better. And we are the richest country in the world. And they want to make us richer. And that's great too, to be in it. But unless you share that richness that we have all garnered through our labor, making it possible for the weakest of all of us can still maintain, I don't mean take advantage of stuff, but to maintain and have food on the table, pay for their medicine. The haves and the have-nots. we come and born with no opportunity, no chance. All I was ever going to be was a coal miner. I might be a truck driver at the coal mines. I was never going to amount to a hill of beans. When I was born here in Alabama, you was expected to make it 6 years in school. If you made it 6 years in school, you had all the education you needed. The state allowed you to just drop out. But I didn't. I persevered. And I went on to several different universities to get the lifestyle that we live in today. But it was me doing the work. Nobody handed me nothing. I'm going to tell you what they did to me. I took a student loan out for $40,000. In those days, in the 70s, you could buy a good education for $40,000. I borrowed $40,000 to go to school, well, we went into a long layoff, 2.5 years. Mr. Reagan came in. He was the president at the time, and then they had the air traffic controller strike, and it shut us down because Boeing couldn't sell an airplane because nobody wanted to fly with student people up in the tower up there learning how to control airplanes. Everybody was afraid to fly. It was one of them period of times that people were afraid to fly. And so we got laid off. 75,000 got laid off. And I went back to school, continued going to school. And then when the time came, I got to get back into the system. Man, I mean, I had a lot of kids at home. And it was a tough go there for a while. Did not know if we was going to get back on the system there, but we did. And travel, I went through a lot of Ys because when they'd send me away, they would send me away for a year and a day. Every time I had to go on a deployment, that was a year. I wouldn't see my family. I had kids to graduate, never saw that. A lot of things. You know, you sacrifice a lot for the security of the nation. And what you get, your rewards at the end is they raise you medicine up triple of what you was paying just 3 months ago. God has blessed me. Oh, Lord, have mercy, God has blessed me. You never hear me complaining about, no, he blessed me with the ability to take a very little bit and stretch it for a long ways. And we'll do the same thing now. We're not, hey, don't nobody get no case of feeling sorry for me, because I don't want none of that crap. I don't need it. I'm just venting my little frustration with the insurance right now. We're not destitute. And we won't be. We just simply, it was an eye-opening experience today to realize why. I had to find out how come my medicine went up so high. Ooh, I was angry. I was angry because, first of all, I thought I was being cheated. And secondly, I really got angry knowing that the person that's servicing me, bless his heart, is working over in India probably for $30 a week, working for the pharmaceutical company or the pharma of the insurance people, instead of some American guy sitting at a switchboard. There's some fellow in India. Now, God bless him, he probably needs the money. But they're talking about, let's just us start making America great. How about bringing the jobs in at, you know, AT&T sends all of their overseas IT stuff. I'll give you another deal, like with the food stamp program. My mother, she had a government, one of those food camps, I don't know what they call it, SNAP, or it's one of those where they get food stamps. She didn't get a check from them, but she got food stamps. At one time her card didn't work. They had a little card like a credit card, and it didn't work. And so they gave us a number to call, and it was a guy in India. And he was a really wonderful gentleman. But I got to thinking to myself, you know, it's our American taxpayers' money that goes into these systems to make it possible to give food stamps and grants to people that need it. And yet they've got some fellow over in India that is trying to help you resolve why your card didn't work. And I was really taken back by that a little bit. And I guess that's 3:41. In about 20 minutes, we're going to probably, her and I, we've got to ride over to Walgreens and pick up my medicine. Not the Farxiga. We've already decided I'm going to switch back to Metformin. I dug up a bottle of Metformin that's dated the year of 2022. And I asked this lady at the pharmacy, I said, I'm going to switch from Farxiga back over to this Metformin. Will it hurt me? Then she talked with the doctor over there, and she said, no, it won't hurt you. It might not be as effective. Well, there were some negative side effects to Metformin. Like I told you, it make you squirt like a goose, you know. When you least expect it, you've been over to pick up a paper clip off the floor, you're going to have a brown streak all the way down to your ankles. That's the way Metformin works. So hey, Sterling Will, did I see? Yeah, Sterling Will's in there. Well, I'd rather look good as to sound good, because I'm just a hillbilly from Alabama, and you ain't never going to make me sound good, but I want to look good. I know, that's going to be a lot of work here. But I want Miss Piggy down here to look good. Oh, it doesn't matter who the administrators. You always live in fear who the administration. What I'm saying is, my grandmother, bless her heart, she had her Social Security. She was getting $34 a month Social Security in Alabama back in 1948, 49. And I remember she was just really concerned because they said if that damn Truman gets back in there, they're going to take your Social Security away from you. And old people have always lived in fear of having whatever they work for taken away from them. They got that, they can dangle that carrot in front of old people. And a lot of times the young people will give in to an administration because they don't want the old people to suffer. They'll say, well, okay, hey, let's just try to go along with this, you know, and ride it out, and we'll take care of mom and pop and make sure they don't suffer. But see, families are not that way anymore. See, families are all divided. You got families up in another part of the country, and you don't have grandma and grandpa, the head of the hierarchy, the head of the family. You have, everybody has their own family. We're independent suckers here in Alabama. We don't, you know, it ain't like, I like with Toga over in Turkey. They have a family hierarchy, you know. Higher up in the family, the more respect you garner, you know. And the younger ones have to prove their weight, you know, and do the things they have to do to garner that kind of respect. And we don't have that anymore. We don't have that. You can't even get anybody to go to a funeral. That's the reason I'm going to be shaking, you know, I'm going to be put in a shake and bake oven. But you can't get anybody to go to the graveyard for decoration. That stuff is over with. But yeah, no matter who comes along, it's always been that way. You remember there was George Bush. He came up with the Plan D. It's called Plan D, George Bush Sr. Every person on Medicare had to choose from Plan D 70 plans that they offered, and you had to pick one of the 70 for your health care additional provider. They help pay for Social Security, help pay for Medicare. And at the time, Ruth and I was so healthy. Hell, we didn't take no medicine. And I thought, why am I forced to buy a plan that I have to pay every month all this money to? And so I got a hold of them in Washington, D.C. I done it on the internet and got a hold of these people. And they said the reason I'm having to pay money into Plan D is for those that can't help themselves. I said, well, that's a worthy cause, you know. So I went ahead and accepted me one of those plans because I knew the money I was paying in every month would help other people, people that didn't have the capability of helping themselves. And it turned out not to be the case. You know, it was really screwed up, I'm telling you. That was the first time I was ever forced to have to do anything. Under penalty of law. It's right. If you go look up when the law was signed in effect on Plan D, it said under penalty of law, there's a monthly percentage that will go up each time until you pay and join one of these plans. Well, that's holding your feet to the fire. You got to join a plan. So I joined it immediately after they explained it was to help other people, not just necessarily to help me. I may not need it today, but when I get older, I might need it. And so we went ahead and went with the plan. I believe that was like whenever that took place, 2006 or 9 or somewhere back there. And that's always been something the politicians have used to terrorize people, to get them to do. You threaten to beat up on your granddaddy, and a lot of the young-blooded, young Turks kind of guys, the guys that's going to help take care of old grandpa, they get riled up. But most of them usually capitulate and go ahead and go along with the program if it means making somebody angry or mad or something. It's going to be a pleasant ride this evening. We don't even care if it's dark time to get back. We're going to get ice cream. We're going to go to the ice cream shop. But I got to go to the drugstore. Then we're going to swing down by the river to get me some ice cream. Hey, Joyce, I was just talking to our baby sister this morning. I was live this morning. I'm telling Joyce, you know, when I was at your house, I went down and filled my prescription down there in Kent, Washington. Now, here in Alabama, Walgreens said, we don't have any record of it. I said, I've got it right here on the bottle that my doctor here in Alabama and my home address here in Alabama, but the prescription was filled on my prescription card in Kent, Washington. They said, there's no known record of it. They said, you haven't met your requirements. I said, I've got the damn, even from their own system, I had proved that I had met my requirement. And now they want to charge me $398 per 30-day prescription. 900 and something for 3 months. So we're on a little bit of I guess I'm whining and sniveling. Well, I don't get myself a whole lot involved in politics because I've served under a lot of presidents. All the time I was working in the field, we had quite a few different presidents in 22 years of service in the field. We had a lot of different presidents under different administrations, and so I just don't get myself involved in it because, see, we worked as a government contractor in aerospace, and every time a new one would come in, he would do this thing they're doing now with the hacking and the slicing with Elon Musk and his the big boys up there hacking and slicing stuff. They're doing that now. But back in our days, somebody come in. I can't remember some of those that made major cuts. They said, we don't want to spend this kind of money. We're going to cut this, and we were putting in missiles in a silo. And then we had to have air conditioning to work in the hold because the temperature was so high, and they cut the air conditioning off. They said, no, this is not this air conditioning. See, they have a unit set up there so the missile stays at 68 degrees all the time. It lives in an environment inside the silo at 68 degrees. It has to be because anything lower than 68 has the ability, the solid fuel doesn't burn equally. Anything above 68, it doesn't burn good. So 68 is a sweet spot. So they have to have that environmental system running on the silo all the time. And we would, while we were in the construction phase, we'd set the air conditioning system up, and we had vent hoses all down to 180 feet in the ground so the workers wouldn't suffocate down in the bottom from all the welding fumes and stuff. And we air conditioned the whole silo, and they go, hell no, I don't remember which asshole did that, but he cut the air conditioning off. Oh man, we'd come out of the deep hole, we'd be soaking wet. And so, yeah, we've been slapped around. Even loyal Americans, patriots that have served the country and setting up a defense system to defend our, well, it used to be our enemy. We used to have an enemy called Russia. And we used to have to hide under the desk because in the 53, they told us that the Ruskies were going to blow us up. And the only way to survive it is get under your desk, and put your notebook over the top of your head, so you wouldn't get shrapnel or something. But now I guess we've joined forces now. We're like Putin United or something. We're joining forces, where a lot of things I don't understand. I don't understand a lot of stuff. Rocket Queen. Rocket Queen, Rocket Queen. I got some good friends that live in Canada. I got my buddy Ed that lives in Val-d'Or. He's in French Quebec. He lives up there. He speaks perfect English, but he also speaks French. And he tells me about the lifestyle up at Val-d'Or. Val-d'Or means Valley of Gold. And it's a huge gold mining complex up there. They got a 12,000-foot runway because they have to fly in. You remember the Antonov 225, you guys that keep up with this kind of stuff. Antonov 225 was a Ukrainian airplane that had 6 engines, and it could carry the heaviest load of any plane in the world. We had them under contract. Our company had them under contract to haul Rolls-Royce engines from England to Everett, Washington. They'd make 2 flights a week and bring what they call a ship set, 2 engines. They'd bring us 2 engines from England. And well, anyhow, the Antonov 225, it was destroyed during when Russia invaded the Ukraine. They just here recently, in the last 2 or 3 years, they blowed it up, and they've rebuilt. They are in the process of rebuilding, or maybe they have it rebuilt. I don't know. But what a beautiful airplane! What a great machine. The big aircraft like that took a lot of maintenance. I really was devastated to see that thing get destroyed. It did so much. We built a big new bridge down at the Hoover Dam, and they flew in these generators, these big new modern up-to-date generators, and that Antonov 225, it flew in there to and delivered all the big generators there, landed at the nearest strip. But that runway up there at Val-d'Or is 12,000 foot long, and they would use that Antonov 225 to bring industrial equipment into the gold mining community there. And yeah, they would. Can y'all hear the wind blowing? The mic may be picking it up, I don't know. Boy, it's beautiful. And right now it's like 75 or 77 degrees. And let me see if I can go. I won't mess. Yeah, Rocket Queen. Let me see if I can take it over here. Let's see if can you see it down there now. Look at right there. Look at that little sweetheart. Maybe I drag it over this way a little bit. Yeah, that's my my Chariot. Yeah, I moved the camera just a little bit. That's where my cat lives. I got a cat that sleeps on the Harley, and in fact, I might be able to twist the camera around a little bit. Let's just do it all in one shot. Yeah. That's the beauty sitting down there on the ground. Oklahoma is a place to be. Far from city living is a life for me. That's Oklahoma National Anthem. American Uncensored, thank you very much for your kind words. Well, I'll tell you that it's a good cruising little machine. It's got air ride, you know. It's even got a cigarette lighter on it. I think I remember are either trying to quit smoking or maybe still smoking. But anybody that smokes, let me tell you my little quick story about smoking. We were going to Padre Island at Corpus Christi. There was 3 bikers, and we wheeled into this little morning cafe. We left up at San Antonio like 4 o'clock in the morning, and we rolled into this little beer joint breakfast place, and we had a lot of fun in there. Played with the waitresses, and just, you know, it was just ass kickers. You know, we were just Texas cowboys riding bike. And so while we were sitting around the table, back in them days, everybody smoked. So I lit up this big old stogie. Man, I had it. We sat there for maybe an hour smoking, and the cigar smoked down to about a butt that long. But there was a long ash on it, and I didn't pay it no attention. And I had a open face helmet, and I had aviator glasses. So I had the stogie stuck here in my mouth, and we go out there and kickstart the old boy, and off we go. And just about the time I rolled her up into second gear, a chunk of that fire came off the end of the. Oh hell! Oh hell! Hang on! Don't go away. Let me answer this. Hello.
Hey, this is Marcy at Warrior Medical. You had called left a voicemail saying that you were having issues with your Forxiga?
Yeah, I went to fill my Forxiga, and they wouldn't. It was really way up beyond my price control. So I'm searching for an alternate, something to replace Forxiga, because I'm not going to pay no $398 a month for it.
Okay. Can I have your name, please?
Oh, it's Jerry Turner. I'm one of your patients.
Okay. And your date of birth?
6/30/40.
Okay. In the voicemail you just didn't leave me a name or anything, so I didn't know who I was
Oh,
calling.
I'm sorry. I thought I was trying to call the doctor. It was on the bottle, and I just read it off the name, and I picked the wrong one. You got a little menu, and you got to pick one from the menu, and I picked the wrong one. She would have known who I was.
Okay. Well, it comes to her nurse.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's me.
Oh.
So I'm returning the call.
Okay.
So the copay was $300?
300 right now. $398 for me to get it. There's a plan. There's something that happened about the United Healthcare. They signed an executive order that remember, there was a aid given to the people that's on diabetes from the last administration, and they've done away with that. And so I've got to pay it to get back enroll back on it. That's a bull. I just, it's more than I want to fool with. I ain't going to pay it, so I was just. If y'all can find something that's a generic brand, if not, I'll switch back to Metformin and let it go at that.
Okay. And what pharmacy is that again?
Walgreens in Summerton.
Okay. I'll send this information along with the provider and let her see what she can come up with, okay?
Yeah, okay. I was paying $150 for 90 days, and now they want $398 to start up, and then I got to pay $340, I think, every time after that, or so. It went on and on. I don't know. I hung up by that point. I hung up at that point. She said if I wanted 90 days, it'd be like $900. I go, hell with that. I'd rather die first.
Yeah, that is a lot. But I'll let her know. I'm sure she can come up with something
All right.
cheaper for you, okay?
All right, thank you, ma'am. And hey, listen, don't worry about old Mac. That's me, old Mac. I'm the guy that's name is Jerry on the list over there. But I'm almost 85 years old. I ain't gonna worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Thank-
All right, so I'll give her the information.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Well, there you go. If I can get back to my... there we go. Got a new... What? What happened? Oh, hell. Oh, I thought I had my mic muted. Mute your mic. Oh, shit. How the hell... I don't even know how it got turned on. You saw it. Yeah. It's all the way off. Look, you can see it's off. How the hell was you hearing that? Well, you're hearing it on the microphone on the camera. Oh, I don't hide. There's no secrets here, buddy. I'm just an old guy just trying to get through life, and Forxiga, that's a medicine you take for diabetes. It ain't necessary. I mean, I'm stage 4 kidney failure, so what the hell ain't the future is pretty bleak to start with. So don't threaten with me that going to charge me $398 because I won't pay it. Because why go out here looking really pretty and everything? Oh man, he makes a good looking corpse. Man, he looking good in that coffin. Well, I ain't gonna be in a coffin, so we ain't gonna worry about it. Does the audio cleared up now? Well, the reason I didn't stop everything, I don't even see how I could even hear her. I had the thing muted. Anyhow, It must have override my muting or whatever. I don't know. That audio's good. Thank you very much. American Outlaw. There's your little iron pony right there. Right down there, Eric. That would American Outlaw. That would be a real pony to ride up in the hills of the Dakotas. Delete your live streams afterwards, like, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, you got something out there, a project, man. You can at your own leisure work it, and you can go out when you feel like it. Stay out as long as you want to, come back into the house, and yeah, that's a way to do it, you know, rather than getting one already built, you know. This way, when you get through, it's going to be just the way you like it. Oh, you just uploaded the video. Well, when I get in, I'll go and watch it on the big screen. That's 4:04 already. Now we're going to hang in there, buddy. It just, I listen to me. What you're hearing me saying is probably mild in comparison to what some people must be feeling today, or when they finally find out that their medical plan just got a little bit more expensive. It'll all come in time. Ain't nothing to worry about. But because we have alternative medicines that I can take. I was just taking the Forxiga because of it's good when you got stage 4 kidney failure, because it keeps you alive a little bit longer, and that's a good thing, I think. Oh, I'm not going to be running for office, so I don't have to worry about them. And they go, yeah, he was taking that crazy medicine. You know, that boy right there, just, you know, certifiable crazy. He's taking that crazy medicine. I heard him talking to the doctor about that crazy medicine. Mama, he's crazy. Oh, man. Well, I'm glad you guys came and spent a little time with me. I was wanting to go just about sun. I thought 4 o'clock the sun would be a little bit lower. I might be able to turn it around this way. You might be able to see. Let me see what you're seeing there. Maybe the sun. You might be able to see the sun over behind. You see the red glow over in there. When it gets turned around, it takes 5 seconds before I can see it. That's the longest delay I've ever seen. Maybe it's already went off the air. I have no it's blinking. It looks like it's running. You know, I could have turned that front lens on in the front of the GoPro there, and I could tell if I was on the air. Well, it looks like it ain't even turning. I turned the camera all the way around that way, and it ain't even caught up to it yet. Oh, buddy. Well, looking out over there, because I can tilt that up a little bit. Yeah, so you can see the sun just right behind the trees there. But y'all can't see it. It must be just repeating itself. Well, You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. Bye-bye, each and every one of you.